Why would you be bricked up? Sorry. To brick or not to brick?
That is the question. We have talked about wanting a flip phone for years now at this point. And I will say I was the number one hater of the brick.
Okay.
Because I was like, just say no. Just like, don't scroll. Just don't do it. But we're going to be revisiting the idea of the brick. And before we get into it, this episode is not sponsored by any means.
No.
We're going to use our own money if we decide to get one.
Yeah.
But just going to talk about doom scrolling.
Yeah.
How to stop yourself from doing it. And if we need the brick.
Yeah, do we need it?
Yeah.
We might.
So, to begin, I will say I thought the brick was going to be like, kind of like the Hatch alarm clock, where it's like, you buy it and you pay monthly for it.
Did you just tell me that recently?
I told you that it wasn't.
No, that I didn't realize the Hatch had a subscription.
Oh, the Hatch does have a subscription.
I don't like that.
It's crazy, which is why I have the dupe.
The dupe doesn't have a subscription.
No.
Okay.
I mean, it does less. You don't get, like, the voices. But
What kind of voice do you need?
they have, like, a Love Island wake-up.
Oh, okay.
I think they had a Quinn collab. I could be making this up, but, like, they had Harry Styles could wake you up.
Okay. Is it like an AI voice of them? Or
No,
how
it's
do they...
them. Like, they actually record, like, a sequence of words, and then they wake you up to it.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
But you don't need to pay that.
You don't need it. You don't need the subscription. So the brick is just $50. $56.
Yeah, that's less than what I thought.
I thought it was going to be at least $80, if not $100.
Mm-hmm. And the double price, you said if you get two.
Yeah, if you buy two. Because some people have two bricks, and they have one upstairs and downstairs, or they have one at their work desk, in their office.
In their car.
One in their kitchen, in their car.
But here's my thing. Why would you be bricked up? Sorry. Sorry. In the car. Like, why?
Well,
why
I
do you need
haven't
it
seen
there?
people bricked in the car. I haven't seen people personally use the brick in their car. I feel like that's not a place that you would need it.
Okay, and let's get this straight. When you're away from it,
Mm-hmm.
you can't use it.
Okay, so the brick works, for anyone that doesn't know, and also for a refresher,
Yeah.
it's this little, like, 2x2 square that you bring your phone to. It kind of like a hotel key has that scanner.
Yes.
You bring your phone to it, you activate whatever settings you want by scanning it,
Mm-hmm.
and your phone is locked out of whatever you choose until you physically come back and rescan the physical object.
But I think there is an override option to it as well, right?
There has to be, but that's not the intended use.
Yeah.
Because I did wonder, like, what if I lose the brick?
Mm-hmm.
Then there has to be an override. But the purpose of it is that, say you brick your phone in the bedroom before you go to sleep. No. When you wake up, you live your whole day. You keep your phone with you.
Yeah.
You don't unbrick it until you go back into your bedroom.
Right, okay.
Something like that.
Because I'm just thinking, like, my sister and her husband have it bricked, but she has the access on her phone. So there's been times where they're both at my house, and she's like, oh man, your phone's bricked, and she was able to get the access to his phone.
Oh.
Not going through his phone, but she was able to
Unbrick
manipulate the brick on her end for him.
Interesting.
So that's why I'm like, I gotta figure that out.
Yeah, that was one of my questions, because what if you're bricked and you have to show... I guess the base of it is you never have to go on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I feel like it comes up in conversation a lot where it's like, let me show you, and it's... Then
It's
you
true.
can't.
So you just literally can't.
You literally can't.
Or you have to wait and hope you remember.
Yeah, which I guess is a pro,
It is.
because you're not going to be scrolling, but it's like...
When I was looking into it, it said that a thing that people are running into, let's say they brick Instagram, it doesn't allow you to brick the Instagram browser on Safari. So then some people were going on
that's
to
addiction.
Safari. Like, that's crazy.
That is
But
crazy.
I think they should figure that out.
But also, I guess in a situation where it's like, I have to show you this and I'm not going to be scrolling, that's a good way to get around it.
Yeah.
So you can do it, it's just more work on
It is.
purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pull up the brick website because they have a side-by-side graph comparing the brick to your smartphone on focus mode to a flip phone.
Okay.
Let's pull up the brick
Mm-hmm.
website. Also, they're having 20% off for students right now. So I wonder if we still have an active students account.
I think we do because I'm still using it for Apple Music.
Oh, same, actually.
I'm so glad that you are because that makes me more confident that I could still continue to use it because
because I'm so old.
No, because why do I always do this to myself? No, Haley, but for the viewers, we went to the same college. That's why I'm saying this. Because
for the viewers, Julia went to 5 million colleges. You have 5 active.
No. They're all inactive except our college.
That's crazy.
I swear to you. Because I've had to, like, refresh it and it always locks out of the other ones.
Oh.
But when I just redid it recently, I was like, I wonder if Haley still has access to hers because if she does, then I definitely do.
I do. I will, hopefully forever. Okay. Their page says, what sets us apart? For the viewers, it's going to be right behind us. Me and Julia are looking at it. The brick has all of the following checked. It's a physical barrier. There's no bypassing it. There's custom modes. You can keep the essentials. And you can track focus, which I don't understand what that means exactly.
Maybe there's like an app and then you could see the...
The only similar thing that screen time on your iPhone does to the brick is the custom modes and tracking focus.
Mm-hmm.
And it has limited ability to keep the essentials. Which I can understand, and I feel like it's so easy to bypass a focus mode on your phone.
It is.
So, 1 point for brick. Now, the argument for the flip phone, which we love. The flip phone, obviously, it has the physical barrier because it cannot have the social media apps on it.
Yeah.
And there's no bypassing because it's not equipped to have the social media apps on it. But it doesn't have anything else, most importantly, the essentials. So if you listen to our flip phone episode, we talk about the concern of maps.
Yeah.
Not having, like, the ability to talk to people in an emergency, reach them quickly. There was an argument for FaceTime and voice memos. Music, that was another big one. So, those things you can't do on a flip phone.
Mm-hmm.
But the brick could turn your phone into a flip phone and keep everything else still on it.
Yeah.
Which is the sell.
The signs are pointing to brick. But my worry is, like, it's just another thing to consume.
I know. And I wonder if there's, like, a success story of people that use the brick and their goal is to stop using it. Yeah. Or I wonder if the brand's message is brick forever.
Mm-hmm. That was a note I put down. Is this long term?
Yeah.
Do people plan to use it forever? Because what?
Yeah.
I don't want to use it forever.
I know. But I also could see it. Okay, so now that I've been searching the brick, I've been getting, like, their marketing videos. Yeah. And a lot of people use it for work.
Okay.
So they keep it at their work desk. And it's like my productivity shot up. Whatever, using the brick. So in that sense, I could see it being used forever, like, in that environment of working. And, like, what's stopping you from not doing it one day? So some people also I've been seeing do it, like, Sundays. I've seen a lot of people do it on Wednesdays, too, which is random. But, like, people do a no-scroll Sunday, and they brick their phone 24 hours. Oh. Some people even have, like, 30, 40 hours of being on the brick.
What do you mean by that?
Like, they don't scan out of it. So it's essentially their whole weekend, and they don't allow themselves to scroll.
That's kind of lit.
Because if you were just using your phone and on focus mode, you're going to scroll within 48 hours.
Yeah.
But they physically didn't break the brick duration.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
See, that does interest me because the timers that I set on my phone, I bypass them all the time.
Yeah.
And with my flip schedule, I don't even think I'm using... I think I have a 4-hour timer on my...
Okay.
On my phone.
Yeah.
But it'll pop up, would you like to pause 15 minutes or indefinitely? And I don't even realize I'm scrolling. Actually, I want to check that. Because when I'm working, I'm like, when am I getting the chance to scroll? Like, it must be when I'm at home.
Yeah.
After a shift. I mean, listen... I'm down if you want to trial the brick together.
I know, I'm really kind of considering it.
We could do it.
But obviously, you don't have to spend money to do this. Like, obviously, it's gotten bad. And okay, so I talked to one of my friends, we'll call him 35 plus.
Okay.
He was saying, well, is your issue that bad that you need it? He was like, is your screen time so bad every single day? And I was like, no. I pulled up my screen time from yesterday. It was 3 hours.
Yeah.
But I was like, there are days, for example, Saturdays, that my screen time could be like 7 hours.
Yeah.
Which is bad. So I feel like even for 1 to 2 days a week of having that peace of mind, it could be worth it.
Mm-hmm. It's just a one-time price.
Yeah. I
think
found
it could
myself
be worth it.
scrolling on TikTok while I brush my teeth. And
Yeah.
in my head, it's like because I'm so tired and I'm trying to wake myself up.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, I don't need to be doing that.
No. I find myself scrolling while I'm on breaks. And that's the other thing. I'm like, I could be using my time in another way.
Yeah.
But my default is like, oh, it's finally a break, so I could just scroll, and this is my my leisure.
But I saw something that was like, you never feel better about yourself after scrolling for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, not once have you ever.
And it just overstimulates my brain even more.
Yeah.
Seeing more things I just don't need to see at all.
And there's been so much conversation also about us not letting ourselves be bored.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like not even that we could be using this break time to do more efficient things.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's also using that time to take the time to be bored.
Yeah.
And not do something for 5 minutes.
So that leads me into my next question, because with there being like the whole analog resurface and everything, I feel like I'm seeing more and more things where it's like, here are all these hobbies that you could start. And I agree that I'm like, oh, this would be a fun alternative. But then you saying the boredom thing, it's just like, okay, now what's the next thing to fill my time with?
Yeah. I do think, though,
it is better.
It's still better because
Yeah.
you're not looking at a screen. But I do understand that, like, filling the need to always be entertaining yourself. But I think you're not hurting yourself by painting.
Yeah.
Crocheting and stuff.
That's true.
I also wonder, so there have been TikToks of these people who use the brick, and she's like, I went from doom scrolling to online shopping. She's like, I didn't brick eBay. So instead of scrolling on Instagram, I'm scrolling on eBay instead, and now I'm spending money.
Oh, no.
So it's like, at what point do you brick everything on your phone? Would you brick YouTube? That's a question.
I think if I were going all in, I would brick YouTube.
Would you brick Pinterest? I'm like, I gotta have something. But maybe that's the problem.
Okay, if I found myself, after breaking all the other things, scrolling on Pinterest in excess, then I would think I'd have to brick Pinterest.
Yeah.
Because the times that I had quit social media, I was on YouTube more, and I was on Pinterest more.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my head, I'm like, oh, Pinterest isn't social media. But it's still just like
me
staring at some bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do about that. I think I would at first keep them there to ease myself into it. But at a certain point, it's still just mindless scrolling.
Yeah.
I also saw people, I don't know if this is an actual feature, but I saw people stomping their emails from refreshing.
Oh.
Because also when I'm trying not to scroll, I'm always in my email.
Yes, same.
So if you pause it, if you could do that on the brick, that's a major sell.
That is a big sell. Oh my god, I do the same thing.
Always.
I get major anxiety over emails because I have a huge fear of missing an email. Like, if it's an important one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So honestly, at that point, it's just a phone for texting.
Yeah.
And camera.
I think we should try it.
I think we should try it.
Like, it would be, even just after talking about it,
Yeah.
we just have to put it to the test.
I could see us getting competitive with, like, how many hours we could stay bricked.
That would be a good challenge for us.
It would. I work in social. I wonder how I could do that effectively.
Well, then I think
Or
you would
just,
have
like,
to subtract that from it.
Yeah. Time out of work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But when you are doing the social for work, are you using your phone or is it just all on the laptop?
It's mainly on the laptop, but sometimes I do need my phone.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, but then if you have the access on your phone, do you think it's going to tempt you to use your own stuff?
Totally. It totally does.
Darn, that's hard. Because I was going to say, you could just subtract it from...
Yeah.
If we did track it.
That would be a hard mix. But, like, weekends could do.
Mm-hmm.
Days off could do.
Outside of work, you could do.
Yeah. And I feel like $50 for your mental health, like, the chance for it to improve is kind of worth it.
Mm-hmm. It's worth a shot.
How long has your sister had it?
It has to be over a year at this point. It's been a while. I should ask her when she bricks it.
Yeah.
She sent me an Instagram reel today, and she was at work.
Okay, so maybe not every day.
Or maybe it's when she's at home.
Okay. See, that's fun.
Let me see. Oh, I also made a note. Apparently, there's an app, Freedom. Have you heard of that one?
No.
Let me make sure I have Okay, so apparently the Freedom app lets you block genres on your phone.
What does that mean?
So they gave an example that you can block gambling on your phone, and any form of gambling will be blocked. So if it's on a browser, if it's on an app.
Oh.
That way, because I think that's the issue that some people are running into with the brick.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's like, there's kind of people get around certain things.
Is that just an app?
That's an app. I don't know if you have to pay for it, but I'm assuming you have to pay for it.
Yeah, probably.
Because I feel like all those apps have been having to.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like the ability of having to physically go to something.
Yeah. How did that work if you have an app on your phone?
I don't know.
It's like jailbreaking your own phone, right?
That's another thing, like a privacy concern. How do you have to give these apps access to basically everything on your phone?
Yeah.
Those ones, the apps.
And the brick too, right? If it's able to knock all that out.
Yeah, you're right. But it can't be that bad.
Everything has our information.
It can't be that bad. Nothing they don't have already.
I think we should totally do it.
I think we should too. My other con that I wrote down was that when you're out of the house, logged out if you possibly need something in an emergency. But
what could you need?
Yeah, and you also said that you could log in on Safari. So it's kind of yeah, that's all the notes. Safer than switching to a flip phone. Also, like, you're not inconveniencing anyone else by doing this.
Yeah.
Like, one of our good friends logs out of her socials all day long. She just sees my 10 TikToks at the end of the day.
Who?
Shally.
Oh, she does?
She's locked out of socials until 7 p.m. She's been doing it for like a month.
How does she do that?
She has an app. So I wanted her to talk.
Dang it. Come on, Shal. Yeah, I would love to hear about that.
Yeah.
I think we could do it.
I think we should do it.
I mean, I'm still obsessed with the idea of having a flip phone, but I can't tell if it's a mixture of, like, nostalgia.
Yeah.
Because I think it would probably be an inconvenience.
I just feel like it's such an inconvenience.
Yeah. To me. Not to anyone else, right?
I think it'd be an inconvenience to a lot of people.
Why? Because they could still reach you.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
You can still text on it.
And you still then would become, like, unreachable at all times on socials.
Yeah. But that's not really, like, no one needs to really reach you on socials, right?
They do.
Like, I feel like no one that is reaching me on social can't just call me or text me.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Okay, would you brick your phone if you were going to the beach?
I think that's doable. I don't really scroll on Instagram. I mean, I'll take photos at the beach.
Yeah.
But it's too hard to see with the sun.
I think part of getting the brick that'd be good for me is I love to post in real time on my story. Mm-hmm. This would make that not doable, but that's also not safe to do.
Yeah, and you could just post it a couple days later.
Yeah. And, like, with a brick, Find My is still active. A flip phone doesn't have location tracking.
Yeah.
And we have our music.
Mm-hmm.
I really think we should do it.
We could do it today. We could buy it today.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
If they have that deal, it's like, hey. They want us to get it. What can I say?
Maybe we'll get a referral link for this episode.
Maybe. Ooh, should we contact them?
Okay, so I guess this episode just convinced us to get the brick. If any of you guys have a brick, please comment down below your experience.
Yeah. Tell us if you love it or hate it.
And we're about to order one, so we'll do a 1 or 2 month update with it.
Yeah. That'd
actually be really nice. It'll be summer.
Would. I'm glad that we have, like you mentioning, our last episode that we talked about the flip phones. Like, they should listen to that because we talked about a lot of shit.
We did.
With the flip phone, so.
And it kind of shows that this isn't an impulse purchase because we've kind of been thinking about it for a long time.
We have. I guess I just want to know what the people do. If not using brick.
Wait, also, I saw this TikTok. See, that's part of my thing. It's like, I get a lot of info on TikTok.
Yeah. But you read articles other way. I guess so. Your Substacks?
I do love Substack. Mm-hmm. Anyway, there's this couple that they don't have the brick, but it's similar kind of train of thought. They were getting their child, who was turning 13, their first phone, and they got him one of those dumb phones, like it kind of looks like a Kindle, but it's a phone and it can text. And the parents loved it so much, they were like, well, if we're going to make our kid do this, we should do that too, because we should be a living lesson for them. Like, we don't need to scroll if you don't need to scroll.
Mm-hmm.
So both parents got the Kindle phone.
Okay.
Kid has the Kindle phone. The parents were like, okay, well, now we don't really need the iPhone. They keep one iPhone in a desk in their living room.
Oh.
And it's become the parents' work phone. So they answer emails on that. They have their MacBook set up on that desk. And other than that, like, no one's doing anything in the house. That's, like, the only place that the outside world lives in their house. And they love it. And she's still a TikToker. She vlogs because she shoots on the camera, but she's not scrolling or anything else.
Yeah.
It was so interesting to see.
That is a good idea.
It's kind of like how in the old days it was just like the family computer.
That's what I always question. Okay, so in my house, nowadays, we'll all be in the same room and everyone's like doing their own thing. Somebody's watching TV, somebody's on their phone. And I've said this to my dad. I'm like, Dad, what did a night in your house look like? Because nobody was on their phone, so what was everyone doing?
Yeah. My dad would say that they would listen to, like, the radio together.
Yeah.
Like, when it was, like, before TV.
Mm-hmm.
The radio shows. But still, that was so collective.
Yeah, everyone's focused on the same thing.
Yeah. And I do see in a future of having the brick that I get more into TV and movies again.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is a bad thing, because they're longer form and you have to pay attention.
Yeah, and it's not mindless.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it kills me. I hate when I doom scroll.
Yeah. Have you still been doom scrolling with your crazy schedule?
Like on my break, everyone's asleep. I'll still text people back.
Yeah.
From what I missed. And then the last 20 minutes, I'll be scrolling.
Have you tried doing anything else with your time? Like, have you brought a book?
I've brought a book, but then I'm like, oh, this is enough time for me to like really focus in on the book.
Yeah,
so I don't want to open it. But again, that's a silly excuse. Like I could read the book for 10 minutes.
You could also sit and stare at the wall, but maybe you'd get tired.
Yeah. You know that video? Oops. Me referring to another social media thing.
Yeah.
And it's like the two guys and they're like, we really shouldn't get a chocolate shake, right? And then they look at each other and they're like,
yeah.
Obviously.